Tony, that price means act fast. People are constantly copying me off.
Everybody, George back on another video. I'm going to have an attempt at Alan the Static Traveller's charmingly whimsical vinyl tag. 10 questions, show 10 LPs or records, I guess, CDs. So playing in the background there was Bill Nelson. I probably could have done nearly 10 covers of Bill Nelson. Or we'll maybe just do one. So the first question was related to dreams. So I'm going to do a nightmare. And it's Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare, from 1985. Fantastic album, great cover. I think this was his first album out with the $1 Billion Babies band. Some great tracks: Welcome to My Nightmare, Devil's Food, The Black Widow, Only Women Bleed, which I think Julie Covington done, possibly solo, I think solo, or the Rock Follies. She was in the Rock Follies. Stephen, The Awakening. Fantastic album. Welcome to My Nightmare. Sweets or cakes or candy or desserts, or so I was going to do. Somebody else done Delia Smith's cake, which she done for the Rolling Stones, Let It Bleed, so I'm going to choose Win. You've Got the Power, 12-inch single, and this is the 12-inch Chocolate Thrills mix. There's also the 7-inch mix. Another track is from 1982. 85. When Davey Henderson lives down the street from me, his first band was the Fire Engines, sort of punk band from Edinburgh. This was also used in an advert, I think possibly for Tennant's Lager. So of the Baby Wear Flake, I prefer a Ripple myself, less messy. Third question about transport. Transport, spaceships, trains, planes, automobiles. I think we get the drift. This is the Flocky Seagulls, 12-inch single, I Ran, and we've got the UFOs here. Mike's score, like me, claimed to have seen UFOs, and this inspired him. Most of the Flocky Seagulls music really be a bit Space Age love song. And the link with Bill Nelson is to produce their first 2 singles, first one being on his own record label. So this is UFOs, Flocky Seagulls, Iran. Not Iran, Iran. Right, next one, Fantasy World. Rob Ison done a Bo Hansen album. Such fantastic drawings. This is one album he done. The album before I think he showed is Lord of the Rings. I was a big Hobbit reader fan, one of the first books I ever read, and this was done long before the movies were out, of course. Obviously influenced by the book. Bo Hansen is a Swedish organ keyboard player from Sweden. But a beautiful fantasy land. I think we'd all like to just walk in these cartoon fantasy places for a bit, dreamlike. Hansen, Lord of the Rings. Next we have Outer Space. And this is public service broadcasting. The album's called Race for Space. Actually just got this and not played it yet. This is their second album. They just have a new album out at the moment. So we've got the moon, we've got Earth there. The race to space, obviously it's the Soviet Union and Sputnik heading to the moon. Apollo 11 possibly, Neil Armstrong possibly. And if it actually ever happened, which I think it did, must have been wonderful. I went to a psychic once and I always had this dream or thought, if I was like 14 or whatever, wouldn't it be fantastic to sit on the moon and just look back at Earth? And anyway, I was at this psychic and he pulled me up and it pulled me out and he went, if you had one dream to do, you would want to sit on the moon and look back at Earth. It floored me. Yeah, so that's public service broadcasting, the race for space. Now you think really, if it was possible to get there, the Russians would have went after Americans ripped up that flag? I don't know. Right, next one. Outer Space TV, whimsical. Well, this is the only one I could find, and this is Bill Nelson. Well, Scala, which is Bill Nelson and Darren Daryl Runswick. Now this is a theme music. This is a 12-inch single to the TV programme Brond, Secret Ceremony, and the B-side is A Tear from the All-Seeing Eye. This is a Channel 4 3-part series from 1987. It was based in Glasgow. John Hannah was his first TV appearance on that, I think. So we have Angels and Things, we would have covered that. A great 12-inch single, Scala, Bill Nelson. Cartoon, the cartoon cover. Cartoon cover, we've got Elvis Costello. Struggling with this one a wee bit. When I Was Cruel from 2002. I'm not quite sure what the link is with Mickey Mouse's When I Was Cruel #2. There's a track in here, Tear Off Your Own Head. It's a Doll's Revolution. So maybe he was a bit cruel to his dolls when he was a kid. Elvis Costello, cartoon cover. Childhood books. So we have Pecos Bill here. This is on Windham Hill Records, narrated by Robin Williams and guitar licks by Ry Cooder. So I'll give you a quick the legend of Pecos Bill has been kicking around cowboy campfires since the first cattle drives more than 100 years ago. Robin Williams narrates the spirit of Pecos Bill with all the wit of a regular buckaroo. Brian Gleason retelling of the Pecos Bill tale and Ry Cooder's guitar licks put the listener smack dab on the lonely range where the lore of the Wild West sprang. So the A side you've got Packer's Bill, and the B side, side 2, you've got various tracks on it. Good one for your kids. Question 9, angels, fairies, folklore, nymphs, whatever. This was a tricky one too to find really, but I'm going with this. And this is the Penetash. It's Dave Greenslade does the music, and it's also a book. That's a double LP. So Dave Greenslade from the band Greenslade does the music, the double album, and words and pictures by Patrick Woodroof. I've got this given to me and I've never read it, and I maybe should. But you've got all sorts of, it's the start of the book giving you symbolism. You've got angels, fairies, you've got all sorts in this book. Good album, the music's fab. The Penetash of the Cosmogon. The birth and death of a world. So maybe it was Mars. And last but not least, a whimsical death or grotesque cover. Couldn't really find one, so hope this is good enough, Alan. This is Alice Cooper again, unfortunately, but he done a lot of his type of albums. Gone to Hell, Alice Cooper. So I'm going down to, so we have Go to Hell on this. It's a good album actually. I'm the Coolest, Didn't We Meet, I Never Cry. It's from 1976, it was the album after Welcome to My Nightmare. That's quite scary anyway, isn't it? Alice Cooper's enough for that. Okay, Alan, hope that sufficed. Catch you later. Bye now.